What's good, horror heads? Welcome to the Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. I'm your host, Travis. Today we're asking, will the Highlander reboot finally deliver on its legacy? Has Bryan Fuller found his twisted fairy tale masterpiece? And is Alien about to lose the one director keeping it all alive? Let's slice into the latest. First up, Amazon's MGM's reboot of Highlander just leveled up its Blade game. Legendary martial arts star Max Zhang has joined the cast, lining up next to Henry Cavill, Russell Crowe, Djimon Hounsou, Karen Gillan, Dave Bautista, and Marissa Abela. Zhang's resume is stacked. IP Man 3, The Grandmaster, and Master Z, the IP Man Legacy, to name a few. And now he's bringing that kinetic precision to one of fantasy's most cult-loved properties. Director Chad Stahelski of John Wick fame is behind the lens, and this thing is starting to feel like The Raid meets Game of Thrones. With this much muscle and mythology, could Highlander finally become more than just a cult favorite? Let us know your answers and thoughts on this story in the comments ahead. Next up, Bryan Fuller fans, this one's for you. The trailer for his feature directorial debut, Dust Bunny, is here, and it's a dark fairy tale soaked in grief, blood, and childhood monsters. Mads Mikkelsen stars as a quiet neighbor who's secretly a hitman when a 10-year-old girl, played by Sophie Sloan, asks him to kill the creature under her bed that ate her family. He agrees and starts to suspect her family might have died in a botched job of his own. Sigourney Weaver and David Dastmalchian round out a cast built for genre prestige, and the trailer feels like Let the Right One In meets Pan's Labyrinth, but with a little Hannibal frosting on top. My question for you guys is, can Dust Bunny finally push Bryan Fuller from cult TV creator to big screen horror visionary? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead. Finally, let's head into space and uncertainty. After last year's surprise hit, Alien Romulus reignited love for the franchise. Fans were thrilled about the sequel. But now comes the twist. Fede Álvarez is stepping down as director. He'll stay on as a producer alongside Ridley Scott, but a new director will carry the next chapter forward. Álvarez was the key to Romulus' back-to-basics brilliance, claustrophobic horror, slick pacing, and no unnecessary lore. With the Alien Earth series performing well, the IP is booming, but Romulus brought back the fear. Losing that tension, risky. Very risky, especially when the sequel script is already done, but we don't know who'll shoot it. My question for you guys is, can a new director keep Alien Romulus's energy alive? Or is this the beginning of another franchise stumble? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead. Today's take. It doesn't matter how big your IP is, if you don't protect the tone, if you don't nurture the weird, the bold, the risque, it'll collapse under its own expectations. Whether it's Max Zhang bringing credibility to Highlander, Bryan Fuller laying grief under gore, or Fede Álvarez exiting Alien, one thing is clear. Genre wins when the vision stays sharp. Hollywood, take note. Fans aren't just watching, they're studying every frame. And hey, don't forget to answer today's Spotify poll question. Let us know, should the Alien sequel keep Fede's vision or go in a new direction? Got a horror tip, casting leak, or indie film news we should cover? DM us directly at HMUNCUT. You might get featured on a future episode of The Final Cut. That's it for today's episode of The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. Be sure to follow us on all platforms at HMUNCUT, and me personally, Travis Nyquil with an extra L at the end. And check out our Patreon to support real horror journalism. Until next time, you guys know the drill. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, keep the lights on.